Hello, people of the internet. My name is Whitespot4 of the Mindspot4 show. And have you ever played a game that just made you think, wow, I want to meet whoever made this? But not in a, wow, they're so popular and famous way. More of a, what kind of drugs were you on when you made this way? For me, the two games that immediately come to mind are Yume Nikki and LSD Dream Emulator. Now, from the surface, both of these games seem very similar. Walk around, see some weird trippy stuff, and then walk around some more. I mean, that's pretty much it. But when you take a closer look, you can see that these games are more different than you'd initially think. Let's start with Yume Nikki. Yume Nikki is a freeware PC game released in 2004 by a mysterious developer by the pseudonym of Kikiyama. It follows the protagonist Madotsuki as she explores a massive and weird dream world. When you first start the game, you're treated to Madotsuki's tiny little apartment. It doesn't have much, but it sure does have video games. Yeah, I don't much like the video games. Anyway, you can enter through the back door and go into the balcony, but there isn't anything there except for an ominous-looking sky. However, when you try and exit the apartment, Madotsuki shakes her head, showing that she never leaves her house and is a total recluse. It never tells you why, though. The game has absolutely no dialogue. It's probably one of the reasons I love it so much. It's never direct with you. It forces you to rely on symbolism and imagery, and just how you interpret everything. Having the protagonist of a game remain mysterious throughout the entire experience is really not an easy thing to do, but Kikiyama, my friend, he freaking nailed it. After you're bored of your boring apartment, you can go to sleep in your bed. Once you fall asleep, you reappear on the balcony, but all is not normal. The sky has got a new makeup and a weird droning noise is playing in the background. You can enter the apartment again, but the game system has vanished. Now, if you try and leave your apartment again, you enter this magical place. This room is called the Nexus, and the doors are to enter different dreams. There are 12 dreams you can enter right away. The Number World, the Neon World, the Shield Folk World, the Candle World, the Eyeball World, the Graffiti World, the Mural World, the Snow World, the Dark World, the Puddle World, the Block World, and the Forest World. Now, if you think that's a lot, these are only the top level dreams. If you delve a bit deeper, there are a total of 38 unique dreams that you can explore, including an entire 8-bit world based around the NES title Mother. The goal of the game is to gather effects which can be found in the dream worlds. Effects change Madotsuki's appearance, and in some cases, such as the bicycle effect and the nice effect, the nice knife, effects change Madotsuki's appearance, and in some cases, such as the bicycle effect and the knife effect, they have practical uses, such as going fast and stabbing people, two very practical effects. But, to be honest, most of the effects are just for fun. Like the poop hair effect. I very much like the poop hair effect. Oh, and there is an actual ending to the game. I'm just saying, major spoilers right now, just major if you haven't played the game, just play it right now. I mean, it's free. So play the game. But anyway, if you collect all 24 effects and lay them on the ground of the Nexus, you will receive the ending. Let's take a look, shall we? And on that depressing note, let's talk about LSD Dream Emulator. LSD Dream Emulator came out in 1998 for the original PlayStation. It was created by Osamu Saito, a man known for other drug trip games such as Eastern Mind. Is that a living pizza roll? That's a living pizza roll, isn't it? Back on topic, Dream Emulator was only ever released in Japan because Sony didn't think that it would appeal to Western audiences due to the poor sales of Eastern Mind in America. Dream Emulator was based on a dream diary kept by Hiroko Nishikawa for over 10 years. I mean, it's kind of ironic because Yume Nikki translates to dream diary, so yeah, that's pretty cool. However, unlike Yume Nikki, which has a solid map that can be navigated, Dream Emulator has no rhyme or reason. When you start a new game, we get dropped into the middle of a house with no sense of direction. I mean, in Yume Nikki, at least they had a tutorial. So, what do you do in this house? Well, you walk around, bump into something, and get teleported into a brand new location. Now, from what I can tell, the location is completely random. Well, not completely random. It does seem like the rarer the object you bump into is, the more obscure the world you enter is. I don't know for sure though, so don't quote me on that. But this semi-randomized gameplay means that no two playthroughs will be the same. That's kind of the reason I love these two games for completely different reasons. I love Yume Nikki because I like to get lost in its eerie, ambient, and often lonely atmosphere. And I love Dream Emulator because each time I play it, I see something new, something that I haven't seen in any playthroughs before. It makes the gameplay strangely addicting because you just want to see everything that the game has to offer, no matter how headache-inducing it can be at times. So there you have it, Yume Nikki and LSD Dream Emulator, two similar but very different games. God, this sounded like a cringy essay, didn't it?